What's up, everybody? You're with JR and the crew. You're watching our show right now. I'm opening up. I'm supposed to be JR.
I don't even know how this is going. I'm kind of nervous, actually. I'm being honest.
Shit, I'm going to be very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Hope so.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of JR and the crew, man. We, unfortunately, are missing Vic tonight. Vic is not going to be here tonight.
I'm Vic.
This is
tonight.
Vic.
Yeah.
Well, Vic's always wanted to be inside Momo, so
Hey,
he
what's
made
up,
it.
guys? Hey, yo, what's up?
Oh, shoot. Dang.
Did I nail it or what?
You do that a little too well.
I know.
Did I nail it? Come on.
Yes.
My
I've been
God,
practicing.
Vic, I apologize. Sorry, bro. I really do apologize.
Oh, you know, I had to come strong.
Dang. But we got Momo. Momo, of course. This is her 5th week straight that she's on the show. We're really excited for it.
Yes. I'm proud of me.
I'm proud of you, too.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Dang,
you.
my God.
Do I get a
Jesus.
consolation prize or anything? Oh, wait. I got this.
Yeah.
Black Widow brought me a shirt.
Hell yeah.
I keep
Yeah, and the middle
slipping
finger.
up.
Yeah, look at it.
Yeah.
Your boobs. Stop hitting the mic with your boobs, dude. But check it out. Look, we got a special guest. You know, we're going to get right into it because there's something happening today, and I'm kind of nervous. I'm really kind of nervous. 'Cause I don't
He
have,
feels like it's bring your boss work day.
yeah, bring your
Bring
boss to work.
day.
So, guys, please give us a lot of likes. Please, everybody likes us. No, but we have a special guest, man. She helps out so many people, and she's helping us out. And you know, everybody, I've heard everyone's mad because we have the exclusive.
So far.
Well, we're the first ones, dang it. So we're doing it.
Interview.
But we have Black Widow in
Yay.
the house with us
Thank
tonight.
But no, wait, we don't just have Black Widow. She brought an entourage.
Oh, yeah, she brought everybody.
I was like, oh,
Oh,
wow,
we got
okay.
Claus in the house. Claus is sitting right there.
Hey.
I would like for her to come in here and model what she's wearing. No, you're good?
We'll
All
get
right,
you.
yeah.
Watch. We're going to
Yeah,
get
we're going to get you. Jimmy, take the camera off and put it on her, please. Do it. And then we got Angel, of course. We got Angel in the house as well. She's doing her thing, man. So we got the Black Widow team, basically. So these are your girls that kind of run everything, right? For you.
There's a couple of more people. You
A couple
know,
more people?
But yeah.
But
you
these
know.
girls,
No,
they're
they're my
dangerous.
heavy hitters.
Yes.
They're heavy hitters.
I don't mess with
Love
them.
it.
That's
I love
for
it.
sure.
They're mean.
They're mean.
Claws. You got to why
Feeling.
you call her Claws.
Oh, shoot. Claus is taking off her boot.
God's my friend.
You guys, oh.
Oh, my. Really?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh my God, dude! But no, real quick, because you know we're gonna do something a little different. But before we do something different, man, real quick, because I'm always promoting you on our social media platforms. You know, Black Widow Investigations, and I do say that you guys take care of traffic collisions and stuff. But real quick, what exactly is Black Widow that you could share with the people?
In a quick nutshell,
Yeah.
what is Black Widow? Probably the most insane law firm in the world.
Oh, you guys are a law firm. I didn't even know that.
quickly put, we are a team of attorneys and investigators who basically are not scared to challenge what everybody thinks is the norm.
That's right.
Everybody is unaware of what they're entitled to. And we've been making noise for years.
No, I love that.
And we're coming out strong this year because we have a surprise win for the entire community.
What? Well, tell everyone your slogan this year.
Oh, our slogan?
Yes.
My slogan.
Your slogan this year.
My slogan this year is fuck around and find out.
Woo!
And
Hey, Brian J., you need to make that into a song because that
yeah,
sounds like
that's
that.
right. You sure do. And my team's slogan is fuck your feelings and get out your feelings.
Ooh.
So,
Shoot, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was an uphill battle, and we've earned it at this point. And my team's been through a lot, and those are the standing, deserve all the
Right,
credit.
right.
Couldn't have done it without them.
No, you guys
Love
have a
it.
great team. You guys, every weekend, you guys are literally out there at an event. You've sponsored so many events. I mean, last year, to me, December was crazy for your team. I mean, I was like, what?
So our team literally saw no sleep in December. The mothers didn't see their kids. the guys were all running around, but it was well worth it. I think
Yes, I
between
bet it was.
Thanksgiving and and Christmas, we had a great few months.
No, and that's what I think it is the difference between you and a lot of other law firms that I know because you genuinely give so much to a lot of people because I was even sharing with Claus and Angel. I go, dude, she does a lot for a lot of people. And now and then just hearing it from your team of where they're saying now, like, dude, we've caught her vision of, at first they didn't understand why you gave so much, but then they catch it. And then they're like, no, you understand. That's why she's blessed.
So when you walk into our office, the first thing you see in my Woodland Hills office is a plaque that says, you don't have to be crazy to work here. We'll train you.
Oh, shit.
And
It comes with a job title.
yes,
huh?
it does. And anybody
Nice.
you know who lasts a few months will turn around and say, she's not kidding.
Oh, wow.
She's not kidding. But we have been very blessed. We're very lucky. And, we're happy to be here. We're doing a few different things this year. Just like this, brand new. Nobody really ever knows what I'm
Starting
doing.
the new year right.
Yes, we're doing something different.
That's nice.
I think we're going to be more vocal this year. I feel like there's a lack of education. I feel like there's a lack of a voice in the general community. I think people have been beat down so much in the last 2 years that nobody knows what's right from wrong anymore. There's a sliding scale of the morals. And I want us to be a powerhouse this year that basically says, get out your feelings and start being who we really are. Like, we need that pickup.
But at what point, because I know, because we're going to do something different today, but I want to let you guys know who she is first, because, this is the mama right here.
TikTok, I'm ready
This
to
is the
get
mama
started.
right I'm going to leave.
You're not going to run away.
Can I
We
call
will
in?
chain him down. I think you brought some chains, didn't you?
No,
I did one better.
You brought a paddle. But
So
Oh, my God. Look at that. Oh,
this
man.
is for JR and the team. There's no hiding and questions. It could be
you're going to
interesting
get out your
too.
feelings tonight.
Thank you, Dobby.
That's kind of crazy right there. Man. But, okay, so I feel like it was a drastic change for you with this whole slogan. So what made you just say, you know what, come up with this whole thing and say, you know what, I'm doing something different?
So for years, I've been hearing do the right thing. For years, I've been hearing err on the side of what's right. You have to maintain decorum, whether it's professionally, legally, politically. No, we have to play it safe. No. So I took a chance on a case, and everybody told me we were not qualified.
Wow.
That we were not the firm, we didn't have what it takes. I've had people challenge me from my morals to being a female, to what I stand for, to who our companies are, what we represent. So we took a chance, and I made a deal with God. I said, basically, I wrote on a piece of paper a number, and I said, if this is where it's at, then, manifest. If not, then I will surrender it to somebody else. Everything happened, and, I had a 5 p.m. deadline. At 4:52, I got a text. At 4:53, I got an email. And against all odds, it was exactly what I wrote down.
Wow.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Right? When it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
So I really took that to heart. I just came back from Egypt, and we are now also involved with a project called Haya Karima in Egypt.
What does that mean?
It means living in a life of grace.
Oh, wow.
And so not only will we be doing community service here, but we're also taking it to Egypt.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in different villages. And so
So you're Persian then?
I'm Egyptian. from-
Okay,
Egyptian.
so I was
Oh,
just going to
Egyptian.
ask why Egypt. Okay,
Egyptian
so that
French,
totally
in
makes
honor
sense.
of my mom.
You're not
and my
Latina?
grandma.
I love it.
I know, Latina. I know.
But she's loca like a Latina, so that fits.
Worse than that. Yeah, so I changed the slogan because I'm tired of everybody being in their feelings. People forget how blessed we are. People forget that every day we breathe, we're very lucky.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And if we all go into our own stories and we'll cut the crap, basically, kind of like the interviews we're going to do with JR and Momo today.
Hey,
Vic,
I think my kid is sick at home.
Yeah.
Vic,
Maybe
wherever you
finish.
are, I'm going to get you. Remember that. You're not getting off the hook.
That's right.
I just think like people need to remember we're human beings. We're not animals.
No, that's
We
right.
don't
No,
need
it's
to
true.
stay in that box. Stop being so controlled. I just see like, okay, it's time to do something different.
No, I like that.
So, and people don't really know me. I've always been real quiet. So the fuck around and find out. comes from, don't underestimate people.
Right.
We all get judged and estimated. Stop judging each other. You know?
No, and I love the fact because now, like, we met you, and then you went away for a bit, but now it's like you're full guns with us, and we're really excited for having you on the team and being a part of the team. And I don't look at you as just sponsoring our show. I look at you as partnering with us. We're going to build this together. We're going to do something really big, make an impact, get involved in other cities and other events.
Absolutely.
And stuff, because I mean a lot of people seen the name Black Widow everywhere, because I've seen it before too. I mean you just seen it on everything.
I didn't even know. So the city that I come from, I didn't realize that you did so many events there. And I was just like, oh, okay, well, I know who she is now. Like, I've known you, but now I know you know you. Does that make sense?
It makes a
And so,
difference.
yeah,
It makes a
absolutely,
difference.
absolutely. So I just thought maybe, you were in this area.
And it's
But
not
you're
really
everywhere.
just about. So everybody thinks Black Widow's a person, right? Because we're all in love with the cartoon Marvel character, and Black Widow's actually
she's
a
kinda hot,
team, right?
yeah.
Well, I mean, if you say so, if you say so. But I mean, it's a teamwork. It's all about teamwork.
That's awesome.
It's teamwork. And this year, we definitely are looking forward to, growing our team. My goal is to double and triple the team and get to bring in brand new people.
No, that's
And
awesome.
show them how we do it.
No, and I love it because even just meeting Claus and Angel, I mean, them two together.
This is Angel, guys.
This is
Claus
Angel.
is
Are we able
coming
to-
in next. No matter what.
Is it
She's
on,
shaking
Jim?
her head no.
Oh, what?
No,
Oh no, we don't have the camera, so
I'll show them in the next one.
okay. Well, go wide.
Yeah, we can't
Oh,
hear that.
oh man.
But you told me nobody was sitting there.
It's okay. We'll bring them both in.
Yeah.
Yes, they're gonna come in.
I gotta put a chair right
But what I was
here.
gonna say with them two is you really have a good team behind you, because them two literally look out for your best interests. I mean, they've even put me on check to where I have to be organized now, come correctly.
Claus
with
did
my,
say that shit.
Yay.
but that's good, because that shows that they really support you and what your dream is to have people that you're sponsoring and stuff.
It's not just my dream, okay? It becomes their dream. Because when you first meet me, you're like, the look says, hey, let's go have a good time. Let's have fun. That's what
Right.
we're all about. And then they actually get to know me and like they see what I walked through in life and where I got, and then the philosophy behind it. People are so blind that they don't see the philosophy behind real success. It's, people don't stop and think, hey, why is this person successful but not this person, yet they do the same thing.
Right,
It's
right.
all in your heart.
That's right.
It's
It
all
really is.
about, appreciating it in your heart. So my vision is their vision. So I got one looking at me, shaking her head. Right back at you.
Whoa! No,
Yeah, right.
we could do that. Oh shoot, man! No, but I'm glad you're on, and everybody. The reason why she's on is not just to find out who she is, but also she decided she wanted to flip the script on everybody and actually interview us. She wanted to interview us
All
JR
day
is
long.
so nervous. He's been talking about this all week
because
long.
I like to interview. I don't like to be the one being interviewed. And
Your turn. I got
can't wait.
something.
What's up, people? Look, hey, don't forget to like and sponsor Black Widow Investigation. That's right, Black Widow Investigation. We thank them so much for sponsoring us. And you know what, man? If you're ever in an accident, collision, or you need help, contact Black Widow Investigation. Go to your Instagram page, look them up, messages, DM them, and tell them they're appreciated.
Okay, we are back from commercial, and we are here with JR and Momo. Who are we going to start first with? So today, we're going to flip the script on them. That's why I agreed to be on here.
Great.
Because they interview everybody. We want to know who they are, right? Vic, I promise you I'm going to get you.
we're gonna do a special one for him.
Time out. Just watch episode 8 and you can find out all about me.
Everything about- That's not I don't want the white picket fence, right? Okay, guys. So this is JR. We all know who he is.
Hi.
We all know this is his podcast.
Hi.
Fixing his hair.
Yes. But today, it's all about us getting to know them.
I'm so nervous.
So, sheesh. See that's how your guests
Oh my
feel
gosh,
when they're
that's so
sitting there in front of
funny.
you and you're just like ready and they're like, ooh, what are we gonna do? What's
Because
he
someone
gonna
asked me this
say?
weekend, hey, can I get you real quick to say something on their thing? And I said, I don't do interviews. I'm sorry. I just.
Oh
Hello?
my God, he's at that status right now,
Uh-oh.
right?
No, I go.
Uh-oh.
I'll interview you, but I can't. I go. I just know what.
Hi, I'm Black Widow.
Oh, hi,
I'm
Black Widow.
interviewing you. How you doing? Okay, so my biggest question to you, JR, has always been, why do you do this? This is a lot of work. There's not a lot of profit. Why do you do this? You are so driven. I want to know why you do this.
Well, I do this because it's. I believe I come from a background where I've done a lot of events where I like to make an impact. I like to reach people, and we've always been on. My buddy, me and Jimmy, we've always been on stage doing events that impacted the community. And just because I don't do that anymore in that arena, it was COVID, and I was like, you know what? I still got to do something. I got to do something. I want to make something happen. So I told Jimmy, and with our one little camera, we just started the podcast. We started the podcast, and I feel that this is a platform to let others shine. Give them the voice. That's why we call it JR and the Crew the voice of Los Angeles, because we want to recognize people that maybe no one's really giving them the opportunity, but they're good. Like they're good.
Kind of like you,
Yes.
where you're never given the opportunity
No,
to talk
exactly.
about you.
Exactly.
Boom.
Exactly.
She's like, this is why.
Uh-huh.
Boom. Gotcha, bitch.
Here we go.
Dang.
Keep going. We're all taking notes. Keep going.
I like this.
I don't. My God. Why is everyone looking at me? Damn, look over there.
He's all, my mind is playing tricks on me.
Hi, Jimmy.
No wonder why our guests always ask for water.
Yes. See,
They're like, do you have oxygen
now you're
tank
the
too?
guest.
No, this is crazy. Yeah, I have to admit, this is crazy. His
voice is
This is crazy.
I love it.
That's what she's a genius.
That's
Yeah.
what I want people to see. See this man? That's who he really is. So, okay, the gist of it is because you want to reach people.
I want to reach people. I want to give people the platform and just show that we are about networking and showcasing other people. Because I come from a place where at a point in my life I was doing concerts, and I booked a lot of local bands, and I gave them opportunity to put them with headliners, and I just love that environment of giving people opportunity, because I always got good feedback of people saying, because of you helped me do this, like what you're doing with other people, and that's what the reward is. Like you said, we're not getting a lot of money, we're not doing a lot of it's not what we could do full time, but it's something that it's with gratification, right? So it's gratifying, and I love it. I love what I do.
So, you have a quasi or actually a religious background, right?
Yes, I'm a Christian.
It's religious in application. Would you say that's true about you?
And
In the sense that you don't just preach it, but you actually live it
yes,
by helping people.
yes,
So with the philosophy of one hand up, one hand down fit you, where you want somebody to lift you up and you're reaching down, lifting someone else up.
yes, yes. I definitely love helping people, and that's why some of our shows are inspirational, where we have people. Previously, we just had Manny Jimenez, a gentleman who helped so many gang members get into Hollywood. Because those are inspirational stories.
But just by getting a paycheck. I mean, it wasn't just
Right.
at that point. It was they couldn't find anywhere else to go. No other jobs, no other opportunities were open for them. So that was one of them. And and they
and those are the
wanted
great
to
stories that we
connect
want
with
to get out there. You know what I mean?
I think you have a great story behind you because I know for a fact that you've had many offers,
Yeah.
many offers to go in many different directions, yet
Yes.
here you sit.
Yes.
What is the reason that you're still here instead of letting something like this go, your baby, and moving on?
Because every year I've seen us progress. I've been doing this, not the podcast, but in the entertainment industry, I've been doing it for over 10 years. From casting people to be in shows to doing our own movie, our own plays, and I've been doing it for a while. So I just, and then honestly, the whole thing of it is my family haven't seen me give up. So I feel my girls have that same drive where they see dad, he's stuck to it. Even though, yeah, like you said, I get offers to other things to work because of social media, doing this and that. But I've like, no, I feel this is, it's going to happen. Like something big is about to happen with this,
So what is your most embarrassing moment on this show?
Right now.
Literally right now, because usually we embarrass the guests. I'm hot right now. You don't understand. Yeah, right. Actually, right now, yeah.
Right now would be the most embarrassing moment on the show?
Yeah. Because everyone's
well,
looking at me like, stop.
I'm
Please.
at a loss for words.
Klaus wants to get me in the paddle and everything.
So do we want to show what's happening on this side while he's turning hot over here? Claus, Angel, what are you guys doing?
Klaus
The
is
nails, like the nails put the extra oomph on it.
Yeah, yeah, it puts the extra kick on it.
No, yeah, that's the thing. So at the end of the day, yeah, what keeps me going is knowing that people always say that you, like the other day, someone called me and literally never watched our show, but watched one of our episodes and said, you know what, JR, you never gave up. I've known that you've been doing this for the longest time in the same field, not the podcast, but the same field, and you know what, man, I'm proud of you. You've stayed your course. You stayed your course, and so that's what I think. That's what keeps me going. That I'm staying, not jumping here. Because when we first started, we were.
So in case anybody's wondering, he keeps going like this with his finger. He keeps pointing at Jimmy.
Yeah.
So he's like,
We.
we. He keeps trying to bring Jimmy into his embarrassing
Come on,
moments.
Jimmy.
Because me and him started like 15 years ago. So we've been friends. But really,
Longer than that.
all of us-
Yeah.
We've been friends since we were 12 years old. All of us know each other. since
I was
we
like
were
13, 14 maybe.
Wow.
you know,
There's so like that's why the chemistry.
we're a little older than that. We're
That was like
Let's
15
not
years
talk
ago. You were
about
right.
age
You were
right
right.
now.
That was like 15 years ago. Yeah, that was a while back.
So yeah, so that's why I keep referring to him because we went from doing weddings, video weddings, to birthdays, to selling credit
Quinceañeras?
card, huh?
Quinceañeras.
No, seriously,
and-
selling credit card processing machines.
Wow.
So everyone's like, Junior, stop! Every time you post, you're doing another business. Like, stay focused. Even Monica, that's why we met her. She was like, you're always doing something different every time you come over here. And I was like, well, we're just trying to make it happen. We're just
You were finding your niche.
right.
That's
We're
what
just
it
trying to
was.
find what we're doing,
And you
then
were
we
learning
found
in the
it.
process, though.
Yeah, we learned it, and
Sounds like somebody sitting next to him was also finding her niche and learning in the process. Because here you are, actually.
well, she's been interviewed, so she's good. She's gonna be like,
Funny story while I'm here. Yeah.
well, yeah, that's my passion. I mean, it's,
So if you could reach any goal you wanted to, what would be your goal
for the show or for personal.
for personal?
Personal, I basically just for my family, really. No, just to actually just to continue to be a great example to my daughters, because the best thing that like my daughter told me when she graduated high school, she said, you know what, Dad, my best feeling was when I was able to, because she was all her 4 years, I kind of put what I wanted to do on the shelf, and made sure I was at her games, and she said I was able to look to the stands, and you were always right there.
Anybody else getting watery eyed?
So that's
Beautiful.
that's the yeah, that's what it is, and so I put a lot of stuff on hold, but just to, my overall goal is to continue to let them see that my daughters see that, that man, Dad has not given up. Like he has not given up. That's my overall goal, just to be consistent.
Sitting over there, Memo's like, uh-huh. Hi, Memo.
Twiddling my
She's
my
like,
thumbs.
what she got for me? I'm not done with you, Jared.
Oh
I'll be
man,
back.
I was about to
I'll
go
be
to the
back.
restroom right now.
I'll be back. So, Memo, the only female on this show,
Yes.
right? Do you feel like you're the balance for the show?
I do. And like in the very beginning, and I don't know if you know the back history, but we had reconnected after years of not talking to each other. And so he came to me.
Wait, do we want to know the story?
What's
It
the
wasn't
story?
bad.
Why? We haven't talked to each
I
other
mean,
for
just
years.
life went on.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Actually,
Just checking.
So we
Just checking.
Yeah, well, no, we met in church. We met in church,
Uh-huh.
and we used to do plays together. We were in Cryly Young together. We're straight from the hood. I used to tour with these guys, and we used to, and I was the only female back then, really. And we used to go to different cities and really reach a lot of people. But we were having fun in the process. And so I got knocked up. And I started a family.
Not by me. She looked colossal looked at me like.
Uh-huh. We're like,
Well, my son did say, "Hey, Dad," when he met you. No, just kidding. No, but so we reconnected through the power of Facebook, and so we started talking, and he had seen what I do for a living, and he's like, "Hey, I want to work with you. I don't know how, but I want to work with you." And then so he invited me to come on the show, and that's why I said, "Watch the 8th episode. You're gonna find out all about me." But it was something different. I had never done anything like that before, and then so after that, he's like, "Hey, we feel like we need a woman on our show. Like, can you come and be like a guest host every once in a while?" I'm like, "Okay, yeah, every once in a while. That works out for me, you know." And then it's like, "Oh, well, do you think you can come back?" I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe next week I'll be there too.
Yeah.
And so, believe it or not, I'm still like,
yeah,
Yeah.
next weekend.
I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, I can make it next week.
Jeez.
And so every time
It's
I
true.
call him before we tape, he's like, no, you're not doing this to me. He's like, no, you're coming. Don't even tell me. I don't give a shit what's going on. You need to make
You're
it.
going to be here.
So
Yep.
here I am.
My first impression of you when I first met you, right, was that you're kind of the balance in between, right? And what struck me out of the most about you was you have a quiet demeanor, but you're not really that quiet. You're very reserved. You're sitting here holding it in. Like I can see it bust through. Like here it comes. There we go, right?
Bam, like a
Yeah,
freight train.
That's you, right? So why do you do this?
The show, right? I do it to support my friend. And honestly, I always tell everybody that comes on, like, I have no aspirations on being in the entertainment industry, being in Hollywood. Really doing a podcast, like, that was never a vision of mine. But because he's a good friend, our families are really close to each other, I do it to support him. But in the process, I've learned a lot about myself. And we bring on some really, really good talent. We've had some amazing people, just like
Yeah.
you. Just coming in contact with people that I normally wouldn't mesh with, that I normally wouldn't meet. And to be able to meet them, to hear their story, like, because I'm all about inspiring people too. I didn't grow up with the white picket fence and go to, college, like traditional college and all that shit, So for me, everybody has a story. And I tell our guests that come on, like, your story doesn't belong to you. It belongs to somebody else.
Right.
Because what good is it going to do inside?
Right.
Right? And so you
Right.
never know the impact you have on somebody until you tell your story and you inspire them. And when I'm able to do that, it makes life worth living for me.
Thank you for opening that door. And we're going to go to commercial, and
Already?
we will be right back.
Like you hear, like my uncle, we'll be outside and you just hear, I don't know how to make the noise, but like
Try
you're
it, try it, try
it's
it.
like, oh fuck, I don't know.
Just try it, dog.
Like you just hear, boom, boom, like
That was not what I was expecting.
no.
I thought it was gonna be like squeaky or
So
something.
they're on the,
What the hell was that, bro?
so they're on an aluminum roof. The room is aluminum.
Yeah.
So,
I can swallow
Hey, that rapping, dog.
Easy.
Pizza.
so,
Easy there. I know you don't drink, but come on.
so
Hi, we are back again. Everybody's like, hello. Okay, so for some reason, I'm stuck on calling Momo Memo, so forgive me all. I don't know why, Momo. We're
Memo
coming
right
back
there.
to you, right? That's Memo. Now you're going
are
to
we?
confuse me. Okay, Momo, we're going to come back to you.
Okay.
You had some life experiences where you had to overcome some major hurdles. People see you wearing high heels, walking and laughing, but you had some major hurdles to overcome.
Yeah.
Doing injury, I am very well aware of what it takes. Would you care to share what gave you the strength to get back on your feet?
Oh, 100% my kids. And actually, what happened was my daughter called me out of my shit because had back surgery, bedridden. Not bedridden, but I was just not living a good life. And so she saw something on TV and she was like, Mom, you should ask, because she knew I was going to the doctor. She was only 5 years old. And she's like, Mom, you should ask your doctor for Cymbalta. I looked at her, I said, why would you say that? She's like, because I think you have depression. She's like, you're in bed all the time. You're angry. You never cook us dinner. You don't take us to the store. You don't take us to the park. She's like, maybe you have depression. You should go ask your doctor. She was 5 years old.
Wow.
And so at that moment, I was just like, I need to change my life.
So that was the wake-up call.
That was it. That was my aha moment. Like, you better get your shit together, girl, because nobody else is going to do it for you.
And how many years ago was that?
And that was back in 2006.
Wow, you've come a long way since.
Just a little.
So I find it funny that you both keep reverting to your kids.
Yeah.
You're talking about your girls and your kids, and you're talking about your kids. Have you ever met anybody else outside of the kids in your family that you could say, this person shaped my personality or shaped my life or touched me in a different way?
Yeah, I have.
They're both
people.
looking at each other like, huh?
Yeah.
No, I honestly, yeah. There's been because there's periods in your life that you go through, and some people say they regret those moments, but like for myself, I have to admit, I was in church. So, before that, of course, I was just a crazy kid in high school. But what changed my life in that moment was I was actually going to get kicked out of high school, and
So we all know he wasn't perfect. He was going to get kicked out of high school.
I was getting suspended a lot.
Yes.
But, I had the attitude that I didn't care. So at one point, in high school, they had the students working in the office. And one of them came up to me and says, hey, Junior. And I go, what? They go, man, the teachers were talking smack about you. And I go, what were they saying? They said that you were going to become nothing in life. And I was like, F them motherfucker. I was like, who said it out? Because I got in trouble for always threatening teachers. So, I tell who said it, Mom. But I went home and I cried though. Because I started thinking about that statement. Like, am I going to be anything in life? So I literally, even though I put that in front of everybody, I went home and I thought about that. So from church, then that's why I told my mom, if you want me to be something in life, you got to take me out of this high school. I can't do anything with this in here because all my friends, you got to take me out. So she did. She took me out of the school. And then I started going to church. And then just people in the leadership in there have been the ones to give me the opportunity to, I'll say like Pastor Sonny, Arganzoni Jr.,
This is JR's idea of shout-outs, guys. This is him giving them shout-outs.
I'll give a shout-out
right
Pastor
now.
Sonny Arganzoni Jr., Pastor Al Valdez, and a lot of the leadership and people. I mean, he passed away, but it was Pastor Joey Del Rio, and just a lot of those influence because they let me be me because they knew that God would change me. But so they didn't ever try to change me. It will be because I was a rebel. I had 2 earrings and my eyebrows were done.
I used to do his eyebrows, by the way, back
she
in
used
the
to do
day.
my eyebrows.
And cut his hair.
I so wish we had a picture.
I was a rebel.
I so wish we
I'm
had
sure,
a picture.
yeah. I'm sure there's a picture somewhere.
Yeah, I was like a greaser rebel. I was coming to the church. They were like, "Hey, JR, if you sit in the front row, everybody else got wearing suits, but not me. I wore my boots, my Levi's, my hair, my bangs." And then he said, you know what? I'm not going to change you. God will change you. And I was like, all right. So I used to sit there in the front row like that all the time. And one day, literally, I just, hey, can I borrow a suit, a tie? And I actually, because I saw everyone else always wearing suits, and I felt personally, no one told me. And then I started wearing suits and stuff to church and stuff. So those people actually made an impact in my life. But then as I got to go even further and try different things in businesses, I'll throw more, Lisa, she did concerts and she took me under her wing. And she even told me, because she's Caucasian, and she told me, she said, I have to help you a little bit because the industry you want to get into, it's, a white man's industry and they're not going to respect you.
Wow.
And so and she was right. So she would be there with me because she was Caucasian. She would help me, and so we would do things that she taught me. It was the concerts and stuff because she knew they wouldn't deal with me and stuff. So it's just a lot of people in the way. Yeah, they just those key people, man. They did it for me to help me. Well, most of them was church, and then Momo when she did my eyebrows and cut my hair and stuff. So
I led him down the right path back then.
Yes, yes. What about you, Momo?
So I would have to say at a younger age, because I grew up. It was a rough growing up, right? Dysfunctional family, really the older sister, and everybody always looked to me for the answer, the truth. And I was young. I was 12, 13, 14 years old. So I would have to say it was when I got pregnant, and I was in continuation school, and it was my high school counselor, old lady, maybe in her 60s, white hair, doesn't have like a bad bone in her body. 2 weeks before I was going to graduate, she tells me, or I go to her, and I tell her, "Oh, Miss Ripley, by the way, I'm pregnant." Her eyes got really big, and she's like, "Shit just got real. You need to figure out what you're going to do." I said, "Well, that's why I'm here. That's why I came to see you. Like, give me direction." Because at that point, my parents, they were involved in their own mess and with my brother. And so there was too many other things going on where they were there, but they weren't. And so I sought, guidance from her. And so she told me, "Well, go to college." I said, "But what do I do?" So she's the one that told me how to register. And really that's what set me on the right path. And actually, I give so much credit to my kids and them being my driving point because my son was my savior. God sent him to save me.
Wow,
I was young. Had no aspirations in life. I was going to graduate from a continuation school, but I had no idea what I wanted to do. Nothing. People say, "Well, what were your goals growing up?" None. I was partying. I was having a good time. I was hanging out with the neighborhood friends. I was hanging out with my girlfriend, just partying and just doing what I knew how to do.
Right.
And so I didn't think about what's next. I just was thinking about what am I going to do tomorrow?
Right.
But not in a good way, not in a positive way. And so, like I said, my son saved my life. Getting pregnant, I believe, set me on a different course. And I made a promise to myself and God, and I said, help me take care of my child, and I will do whatever it takes. And literally, I did whatever it took, and I moved him out. I moved 5.5 hours away, so that way he didn't have to be raised in the neighborhood that I grew up in.
Nice.
You did finish your degree. I did see that. Congratulations. I think you're one of those that your bio reads like a true story. Like I told you when I first walked in, right? Your bio reads, dysfunctional family, not the white picket fence, somehow against all odds. You're definitely a survivor. Like your story's amazing.
It is.
It is 100% amazing.
That's why I love it.
And I look at it and I'm like, I just did what I had to do. Like, who wouldn't do the same thing? But apparently a lot of people wouldn't. But those, like, I had survival skills, and that's one thing that I learned growing up is survival. Like you do what you got to do to live the next day, and that's it.
So if you could tell the girls that listen to your show, right, whether it's the middle-aged female, who's involved in our world and doesn't really quite know where she fits in, or the young up-and-coming who's sitting next to her mom or her dad watching this show, what would the new yourself today, tell yourself back then?
Wow.
Oh, gosh. What would I tell my...
What would be the message?
No. Number one is respect yourself as a woman and understand your value. Because I didn't learn that until later in life. And I used to always undersell myself. I used to be in sales. I did a lot of different things. But one thing that I remember is something that a colleague had told me. And he's like, "Girl, know your worth." And that's how people are going to treat you. And so it's not about being cocky. It's not about having confidence. It's not about being a bitch. It's not about being a bad boss. It's about understanding your value and not settling for less.
Absolutely. JR, what about you? What would your new self tell your old self?
I would tell myself, like, seriously, just like, dude, There's no need to be the cool guy in school, man.
That's why I hated
Freaking
him. That's why I hated him back in the days, because he thought he was the shit. And I used to, and that was a major turnoff. And I was like, oh hell no, like no.
I would. I say, you know, I mean, what's gonna happen, bro? If you don't get your stuff together, you're gonna work harder later. You know, pay now, play later. Because I was, you know, like, okay, for like instance, baseball. You know, I was on the baseball team and I was really good. They changed my grades for me to play. But yeah, I saw my friends partying. No lie, I could literally see them right now to this day going, dude, you know, come on. And I was like, hey, coach, I gotta go. And I just bounced. I just left. And
Did everybody see his eyes light up? Do that again for us,
I was like, I
please.
gotta bounce. And I would, and I had scouts coming looking at me. I had the Dodgers come look. I had the Brewers, and because I wanted to party, so I would literally tell myself, "Dude, stop trying to be a cool guy. Freaking get your stuff together."
He was a good picture.
Yeah.
We played against each other. We were 13 years old. His uncle was actually my coach.
Yeah.
His uncle, rest in peace. His uncle passed
He
away.
passed away. Yeah.
But his uncle, but he was a good pitcher, and that's how we knew each other.
Yeah. So that's what they were scouting me as a pitcher. So I was, so I would, after. So I would literally tell myself to keep going on that way, because even after I dropped out of high school, I didn't go to a baseball game ever for years.
Wow.
Because I felt I messed up. I messed up. I could have been playing and I freaking jacked up. So I couldn't go. I couldn't walk on the field. People go, "Oh, let's go game." Nah. I just get mad, like, you know, because I knew I was being scouted and I
Had that shame.
Yeah. And so I just
I
messed
think
up.
we all have that in
Absolutely.
some way, shape, or
Oh, yeah.
form in our lives.
And that's
You
what
know?
usually hinders us,
Yeah.
is the shame, the guilt, the shame.
Yeah, so kids, don't be cool. Stay in school.
Just say no.
Just say no.
Just say no.
Go and tell a friend.
Tell a friend. Yes, please tell a friend, right? So another thing I noticed is that when you guys refer to yourselves, you don't refer to yourselves in the first person, okay? You don't say, I accomplished, I did. You always say, I want to do, or I'm going to do, or I used her to help me. So this entire interview, it hasn't been about a single personal accomplishment that you're proud of. And you both have a lot. And you too, Jimmy. I
That's
know you're not
crazy,
sitting
yeah.
here with us.
I didn't know
but
that.
Right,
Yeah.
you're
I
right.
know, and I
Crazy.
wish I could bring you somehow away from the camera and into this. But tell me one thing that you're willing to accept a compliment for. Something that you feel is truly an accomplishment. The show, great, right? I get it. It's a unit. You started it. But something that you're proud of.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, and we're going to commercial. And we're back from commercial. So, hot seat for the pretty much
Hot
close to the
seat.
end question. Okay. You guys always refer to everybody as we, I did it with so and so. One thing that when you lay in bed at night and you're like, damn, this shit really happened to me. What is the one thing that you're proud of? One accomplishment in the I did it.
You go first.
Don't both answer at once. Damn.
I've been thinking about this. I've been pondering it. That's why I've been so quiet. I would have to say, like, I look at my son, right? He's going to be 25 years old.
Wow.
And I look at him and I said, I did that. I made him the man that he is today. when it comes to he just opened up a gym with his business partners.
Wow,
And
that's
so
fantastic.
when I hear him speak professionally, when he's working a room, when he's interacting with other people, and like he's just like on fire talking about what he does and what he's gonna do and what he can do, I sit back and I say, wow, I did that.
Amazing.
That's it.
Well, since you want, everybody's asking for the arrogant JR.
It's still in there.
It's
Bring
still
'em
in there.
out. Bring them out. Bring them out.
Okay, you said before on break, you
Come
said
on.
you lay in bed. You lay in bed. And yes, you're right. We always say team and team and team.
Right.
And I'm big about team. But yeah, no, the other day, I'm glad you asked. The other day, I did. I laid in bed or you know what? The other day, I walked in here, and I looked at everything we have, and I said, "Freaking A, I did it! Like
All
this
right.
is mine. You know, it's mine. You know, I don't have to give it back or, you know, return it or it's like, damn." You know, and I forget sometimes. I feel like it's not mine, but like it's mine. And once in a while it hit me. I even tell it hits me once in a while because, you know, like you said. So you asked me. Yeah, like I'm glad. I'm happy that this.
I think he's
This.
very uncomfortable.
I
Right
am
now
very uncomfortable.
with that- hold up.
Oh
Back to
shoot!
work.
Mike trying to go down on her.
Wait.
He always said it's hard.
Yeah, he does.
But
But he built it.
I like it why they did that. He, even though he said it's hard, I would say, no, dude, this is your show. This is you created it.
JR and the crew.
Yeah, he came in the garage and said, hey, I want to start a garage. I mean, I want to start a podcast. Can you help me? Let's do it. It's my boy. Let's do it. And so I'm glad that he said that because all the time I have to tell him, like, dude, like, because of your persistence, because of your consistence, this is happening because of you. At the end of the day, Black Widow, I know you don't like me as much as Junior.
I'm sitting here, actually, I'm sitting here thinking, I need to bring you into this interview. I just don't know the schematics of how we would do it. You and Vic are a very important part. So,
I'm just saying, in the overall, I mean, you love Junior's, you love his inspiration, you love his motivation,
his dream.
and dream, and that's why I tell him. I said, dude, people love you.
That's why I'm here.
That's why
Yeah.
Momo's here. That's why I'm here, and I say, you're my boy. I already know you'll take care of me. I mean, I know people that they probably have to sign contracts with each other.
Right.
Me and him, I already know. I trust
Yeah.
100%. Everything we've done, he's always taken care of me.
Wow.
He's always looked out for me. And I don't even worry about that. Another thing is my wife will kick his ass.
That's
Yeah.
the real reason.
She cray cray.
That's the
That's
real
it. She
reason.
cray cray.
She cray cray. We like cray cray. That's for sure. Oh, that's major validation. So, do we have somebody trying to come in? He wants to feel the hot iron grill. What are we doing? We're going to do the trust test, right? Trust me, fall backwards.
Yeah, but we can't see him, so that's different. Like, it's a whole different thing when you're hiding behind a phone.
Yeah, the phone's easy to like talk crap.
All right, let's do it.
That really might work, right?
Thank you for calling in. That's
Oh,
easy.
keeping it classy.
Yo,
Yo, can you hear us?
can you hear me?
Yeah. So we got
Jimmy.
Black Widow. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, no.
Hey, bro, can you get to a place where you could just stand still?
Hey, Vic, can you hear us?
Can we get Vic a new phone, please? Can you put that in the budget?
Trying to get Vic to stand still is a major project.
Vic, stop driving and just stay where you're at.
Vic, can you hear us?
Nah.
Hey, I'm right here. What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Why are you guys laughing?
Oh, he can't hear you, but he can hear us.
We got Black Widow.
I can hear you guys. Yeah, you're laughing.
Okay, we got Black Widow. We got JR, Momo.
It's fucking elementary all over again. I gotta be funny to deflect all these fucking laughs at me.
Oh, dude. Somebody has a complex.
Yeah, I do. I've been telling you, Momo, but you don't let me. Never mind.
Here we go.
So we're gonna go ahead and Black Widow.
What's up? What's up, party people? The crew's
What's
in the
up,
house,
Vic?
and I am on my way. Hey, what's up?
How you
What's
doing?
going on? How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm tired.
Aw, poor puppy's tired.
And I'm
So-
standing around 15 hours today.
Aw, poor baby's out filming for 15 hours. Anybody feel sorry for him?
No,
Hello.
no.
What's up, Vic? Hello.
Wah.
Well, we're very proud of you for doing this new project.
Thank you.
So how did you get out of this interview session? You set this shit up, huh?
No, I was actually, you know how production is. I was supposed to film on Wednesday, Thursday, and then they changed it up on me. It was Monday, Tuesday, and it's Monday, not Tuesday, Wednesday,
You guys
Thursday.
hear the mic go, wah.
Yeah, it's not whack.
Yeah. Can you hear me or no?
Yes, we can hear you.
Stop driving,
Oh,
dude. Just stand still.
So
I'm not driving. I'm in traffic.
I have one question for you.
6.5.
Wow. Well, size matters. If size matters, you got issues.
I've been trying to say that. But he's like, it's not always about the size, Momo.
Well, you know, I mean,
Oh my
you know.
god.
What else would you like to discuss?
Perfect.
Oh
You
my
gotta
God.
live up to your reputation, Vic, right?
Oh my god.
Yes, I got to. Oh my God. Man.
When did you figure out? This is what I've been wondering about, Vic. When did you
Let me
figure out that you have what it takes to make people laugh? Because he's
you-
funny as hell.
Yeah.
You know what? Real talk. I found that out like early on in elementary when I had like a bunch of kids bagging on me, talking shit, making fun of me. And you know what? The minute I flipped it on them and made fun of myself and made them laugh, they had no power over me.
Mm-hmm.
So I just became that funny guy. And you know, all the guys that were bullying me and talking back, they all ended up being my friends. And it's like, oh, Vic, do your impersonation of this. Or Vic, do that. Or Vic, do that then. So I became I became that Joe Pesci, the clown, you know, but, you know, it worked for me, you know. It was better than being picked on, that's for sure.
So that's what made you start making people laugh.
That's definitely what, so yeah, that's the beginning of Funny Vic. And then as I grew, I realized that a lot of the
As you
pain
grew
that I
past
thought
the 6.5 inches, right? I'm just checking. I mean,
you
Grow in what aspect? Vertical or horizontal?
But it's girthy. It is girthy, all right? So,
There went
but
there
you
went
know,
the inspirational segment.
oh, my God. Hey, JR, there goes our sponsor. She's bye, fuckers. JR, you didn't say he was 6.5. What the fuck? I'm out of here. No, but, you know, as I grew, I realized that a lot of stuff that I thought was painful and was hurtful, once I made fun of it, it was almost like therapeutic, you know, and I got through it. It helped me heal. Just talking about it and joking about it really helped me get through a lot of stuff I went through. So it almost became a healing factor, you know, a tool to heal. And I think that's what somebody does for a lot of people. It helps us, you know, forget our problems. It helps us to get over stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You find the humor in the pain. And once you get to that point, you kind of start working on yourself, you know?
yeah, one of the first things I noticed when I first started hearing about you was that your material definitely hits home for a lot of people. It resonates with a lot of people. And I think that's your magic. Like, that's your magic. One more question, and then we may let the 6.5 inches off the hook. Your
Hey,
clothing
I just earned another half inch right there.
Damn. The clothing line. What was the inspiration behind the clothing line?
So the clothing line, Victoria's Vida. Obviously my name's Victor, right? So I really got the name from Victor. But you know, a lot of people know I did time in the feds. I got a little greedy, wanted to make some fast money, and I got caught up. Obviously, I wasn't a good criminal, but you know, I did my time, learned my lessons. While I was in there, you have two choices. You either run with the thugs and become a better criminal, or you learn to better yourself. And I didn't want to come back. So, and then all the thugs and cholos, they're so negative in there. You know, they're like, oh, fool, you got a Fed number. You can't do nothing in life no more. You can't even get a job. You can't even get a job at McDonald's. And which, by the way, they're paying $16 an hour right now. Anyway.
Shout out to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Shout out to McDonald's fucking stepping up the game. No, but so you know, I chose to. I learned welding in there, and I learned a lot of stuff, a lot of little crafts that really helped me when I came home. So as soon as I came home, first thing on the agenda is, you know, get a job. I joined an apprenticeship, a pipefitter apprenticeship. Did my 5 years, journeyed out. Boom. So that was like one goal, successful. Then I got a job with the county, which with a federal number, you should, I mean, by law, you should not be able to get one.
Right.
I got in. They did my background check. I magically passed. And I got a job with the county, which like to me that was like, dude, in your face, you know. And you know, little by little, any obstacle that came my way, I'm a very, I just have a great relationship with God. I think real talk, and I'm not to get like, you know, all religious and everything, but I feel the spiritual part of it is really important because I do have a lot of faith, and you know, I think with God on my side and being positive and having that faith, I was able to overcome a lot of stuff. You know, even my divorce. Ladies, by the way, Victor single. If you guys want to put in the resume, DM.
Yeah.
But you know, even my divorce, something that was supposed to like beat me up and you know, tear me up and just, you know, throw me to the ground, right, and just like rip me apart, I was able to get to it. You know, I heard the homegirl. I'm moving on. I got my daughters and I'm doing my thing. So to answer your question in a long sense, like I just did, Victoria's Vida means it doesn't matter where you came from, it's where you're going. And that to me means a lot because, you know, we're not all saints when we start off. We're young, we're dumb, but with time we start to learn, you know, what the right path is. And I think it's very important for people to know that you can always change. You don't have to be stuck in that mode. If you were a cholo before, that doesn't mean you stay a cholo. Which that's why one of my logos is I call him Venancio Davis, so I don't by Ben Davis. But you know, I put a positive flip, a positive spin on the Ben Davis character because in the 90s, Ben Davis, anyone that wore Ben Davis was considered a bad person, a cholo, you're up to no good, et cetera, et cetera. Which I knew a lot of my friends were that way. But now all my friends that were doing that, they, you know, they're all foremen at refineries, and in the pipe trades, electricians, and they're making like six-figure income the right way. So a lot of my friends growing up were the inspiration for that character. Because just because you were a thug, a gangster, a lowlife, or whatever, a bum, doesn't mean in that state. You can progress and you can be better. And that's basically what Victoria's Vida means to me, to other people.
Well, I think that's wonderful. You're definitely an inspiration. You already know you crack me up. Anytime I'm due for a good joke, I know you got me. We definitely love what you're doing, and we definitely want to see more of you. And I'm really happy that you're now part of this show. And I know we're going to see you soon, but you lucked out, Mr. 6.5 inch. We're going to get him a little keychain that says 6.5 inch, like a little ruler to scale.
Hey, and that's the reason. That's the reason I'm a boob man and not a butt man, because if I was a butt man, I would not be able to get to it.
Oh, damn. Did he just admit it? Damn. Wow. Well, we wish you the best of luck. Thank you for calling in, darling. We'll see you soon.
Thank you. And you know, I really appreciate you. Thank you for opening up these, especially the projects we have going on. You know, all the you know, giving back events. I can't wait for that. And thank you. We appreciate you.
We love you. Thank you, Vic. Good luck with your filming.
Later, bro.
Bye.
All right. Thank you. All right, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
We need a ruler. One of those old school rulers with the little parts that says self-measurement. Look, I flipped my ring so we wouldn't forget.
Oh.
So when he comes to the show, we're going to handle it with his name on it.
The ladies are
And
taking notes.
we're
over
done.
there.
You don't want the ladies to say
Okay,
anything? Your
So,
team?
okay, if you want to, well, let me at least introduce
Yes,
them, right?
please.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Claus. Claus up so they know why you got your name.
Hey.
This is Angel. This is the dynamic duo that is involved with all the clubs that we sponsor through the big events, all the podcasts, everything. These are the guys that make my world turn. We are missing a couple of more people that do make my world turn. Charlie, Iceman, Naveen. I don't know. There's so many names out there. I can't even name them all. But I love my entire team. We're blessed. But here are the two that make this world turn. So,
You guys gonna make me stay?
What did he say? Oh, all of a sudden, how? Damn.
Now you're in the hot
they are
seat.
never quiet.
I know.
Never quiet.
You sure? You sure, Claus?
Let's talk about the banner real quick. I guess this banner was done by who, guys?
DNA prints.
DNA prints. The banner's amazing. That's why I noticed it. It has my logo on it, and it has Mikey Boy Apparel, Mortgage Masters on it. It was very, very well done.
Yes.
So thank you, DNA Prints, for doing such a good job. Really well done.
And you know what, guys? So this is Black Widow. So you guys finally
now you
have
guys
a face to the brand itself.
God.
So we are excited. Thank you so much for coming
Thank you
on.
guys
Thank
for being
you.
good sports.
Thank you for challenging us because
You guys are
you brought up a
great.
That's
lot
true.
of great points. And I think, the
true.
takeaway from this is definitely going to be like self-reflection and how we view ourselves. I know for me, it's going to be.
No, definitely. Most
And-
definitely, yes.
So we'll be
Myself.
Yeah.
here again maybe
Absolutely.
next year where we'll be like,
No,
all
I
right,
definitely
where
like.
are we?
I want to bring
Where
the
we're
sponsors
at.
on every so often.
Yeah.
Not just once a year, but because at the same time, it's like I said, we're partners. We're partners in
Right,
this.
right.
So everybody, you're gonna
And we're
know
just
what
getting
we
started.
are. Yeah, what we're gonna be doing.
Yeah.
The people we're gonna get involved in, and it's just January.
I know.
It's
Ready for a
just
good year?
Yes.
Ready
I
for
know,
a
right?
fucking fantastic
Hell
year?
yeah!
Bring it, everybody. We're all
Love
here.
All right, guys. So until what? You have something? All right, close it out your
Okay.
best way possible. Just the camera right there. And do your
What do you-
slogan.
how do you close it out? Let's see. I haven't closed. Thank you for watching JR and the crew. It's been great. Follow us next week.
Hey! Hey everyone, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, but check it out, man. There's still a few more things you need to do.
You gotta like, you gotta share, you gotta subscribe. Guys,
right.
just click it. It's so easy. Just click it. Leave some comments.
Yes, leave some
I
comments,
mean,
damn it.
Last time you left a little too many comments. I know I look a little pudgy. I'm working on that. But I mean, what do you guys want to see on the show? What, I mean, any
That's right.
recommendations?
Yes.
Through this year, we're going with some different things, man. If you guys want to check out some restaurants, any kind of nightclub, let us know.
Give us your
We're
feedback.
listening.